killing your audience with kindness is a bad idea when presenting. That is because that usually takes the form of just overwhelming them with too much information. Find out what to do next in today's show. Welcome back to Year 4 of this weekly edition every Friday of the Japan Business Mastery Show. I'm your host, Dr. Rick Story, Dale Carnegie franchise owner Tokyo, master trainer, president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. Zaegyo is the Japanese translation of Japan Sales Mastery. My new book is Stop Wasting Money on Training, or in Japanese, Training de okane o muru ni suru wa yamemashou. Now this is episode number 200, and we're talking about which data for my presentation. Well, 200 episodes, thank you very much for all your support. We finally got there, and we're going to do a lot more going forward. Before going, a quick word from our sponsor. If you want to become a fully competent and confident presenter, then do the High Impact Presentations course. We are all being judged when we speak, be it in the internal team meeting or in a public environment. Be it the big bosses, clients, or an industry audience, everyone is evaluating us. Don't blow it. Get the best training on the planet. Do the High Impact Presentations course now in either Japanese or English. Speaking in public means our personal and professional brands are on show. Let's make it a total success. Japan Presentations Mastery is the Bible for presenting in Japan. This is the most comprehensive collection of experience and insight on presenting that you will ever need. Don't work it out by trial and error. Buy Japan Presentations Mastery and learn how to be confident, clear, and persuasive. Buy Japan Presentations Mastery now. Welcome back. Okay, now it's time for the show. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. How much is enough data in a presentation? How much is too much? Generally speaking, most presenters have a problem with too much rather than too little. Your slide deck is brimming over with goodness, and you just can't bring yourself to trim it down. After all, the effort you went to assembling that tour de force, you want to get it all out there in the public arena. You spent hours on the gathering of the detail and making the slides, so you are very heavily invested in the process. You want to show the power of your thought leadership, your intellect, your insights, your experience. Here is the danger, though. We kill our audience with kindness, the kindness of throwing the entire assembly at them. They are now being buffeted by the strong winds of new data, new information, new insights, one after another. The last one is killed off by the succeeding one, and it is in turn killed off by the next one. We go into massive overload of the visual senses, and the memory banks are being flooded like a raging river spilling its banks. We have forgotten our purpose of doing the presentation and are now firmly fixated on the mechanics, the logistics, the content, and not the outcomes we want. There are different key purposes with a presentation: to entertain, to inform, to persuade, to motivate. The majority of business presentations should be to persuade, but are often underperforming and are only hitting the inform button. This is because the presenter hasn't realized that with the same effort and drawing on the same data resource, they can move up the scale and be highly persuasive. Data by itself just doesn't work. At the end of the session, the audience is shredded. they cannot remember any of the information because there was way too much. They cannot remember the key message because there were too many key messages. They walk out of there shaking their heads, saying, what hit me? Was this a success? Did we convert anyone to our way of thinking? Did they leave with our valuable takeaways so that they feel some value from the attendance? Or did they leave dazed and diminished? We need a good structure to carry the presentation, a blockbuster opening to grab attention, a limited number of key points we can make in the time allotted, strong supporting data and evidence to back up the key points. We need to design powerful close number 1 as we finish the presentation, and also a powerful close number 2 for after the Q&A. We want them to get our key message and have it firmly planted in their brain so they get it, remember it, and believe it. That is different to stuffing the fire hose down their throats and hitting the faucet to turn up to full bore. But this is often what we do when we lead with data. Always remember, when it comes to presenting, less is more, baby. You can always flesh out the points more in the Q&A and after the talk for those most interested in the topic. We want to impress the audience, not bury them under detail. Getting the balance is the presenter's skill and art, and that is why there are so few presenters who are any good. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and so please subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Hit the little bell icon to receive update notifications. Our website details are on screen now, www.dale-carnegie.cojp. It's packed with value, so certainly check it out. We try to offer as much value as possible, so you might also enjoy our other shows. In fact, we are releasing content 6 days a week. For podcast, Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series, and every second Tuesday for the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show, Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series, Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday for the Business Pro Podcast Show, Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays for Japan's top business interviews. Now you get these wherever you get your podcast. Also, every Monday we release the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Every second Thursday we release the Business Pro Television Show, and every Friday the Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, every Saturday, we are releasing Japan's top business interviews. These are all on YouTube. We appreciate your support, and please let others know about it so they can benefit too. We want to make a contribution to helping people build their careers and businesses, and so please join with us in that endeavor. In episode number 201, we are talking about people can be difficult. Onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next episode next week to master business here, because that is what we all want, isn't it? Japan Business Mastery.